I'm joined by former Uber executive and current shareholder Emil Michael. He worked at the company between 2013 and 2017 as the Chief Business Officer. Great to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
Your smile is wide today. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good.
Yeah.
It feels great for the employees who I work with, who had a mission in their work every day and came and this is a day for them and for all of us.
I mean, you guys with Travis took this from nothing. I mean, we were just talking to Bradley Tusk, and you made it into something that's been incredibly transformative for consumers, not without its challenges, but you're the pioneers of the gig economy, I think.
I mean, we were definitely pioneers of trying to rewire cities.
Yeah.
I mean, we changed the way people live in every city around the world. You can now get places you couldn't get to. You don't have to drink and drive. You could do things that weren't possible before.
Where do you think it goes now? Because it's Uber Eats, it's Uber Freight, it's burning a lot of money still. There's questions about, hey, we may never make profits. How do you get from where we are today to the point where I think a comparison with Amazon is more accurate simply because there's a path to profitability?
So I think where you go today is this platform means that you can move anyone or anybody from one part of the city to another.
Yeah.
And you think about the power of that. That starts with people and rides, then it went to food, now it's freight, and there's a lot of other things you can do too.
Yeah.
And once you use that platform and you get economies of scale, that's when you can deliver profits from it. So actually the more you put on, the more revenue and profit it spits out of it. So I think that's
How important is autonomous technology, robo-taxis? Elon Musk has made this very popular, even just in the last few weeks. Do you think that's something that Uber can tackle going forward and can do with power, I think, given the audience?
So one of the most interesting deals Uber's done in the last year has been carving out its autonomous technology unit, and it was valued at $7.5 billion alone. Valued by Toyota, Dentsu, and
it offsets some of the costs.
It offsets some of the costs, put a value on the company, and that is now one of the, I think, the three most important autonomous efforts in the world, outside of Waymo at Google and GM Cruise. So I think it's going to be a big deal.
Okay, what do you make of the $45 price tag today? Are you a bit disappointed? I mean, a few months ago we were talking about $120 billion valuation, and now we're talking 70.
I think when it really matters to employees who've been there and to shareholders who've invested all along the way, it's a while from now, because no one can sell anyway for a while. And so you want to look at the stock price not only 6 months from now, but really six years from now, 60 years from now. Uber built a $70 billion company in 7 years. And so, okay, we're going to hopefully get to $700 billion in another few years here, and, who knows? One
of the other challenges has been Lyft. Here in the United States, ride-sharing, prolific spender but gaining market share. How do you view Lyft?
I think Lyft reminds me of sort of what Bing is to search relative to Google. They have something that they've built. It works. The market's going to grow, and they're going to have their market share that continues to be a part of a bigger market. I think Uber's kind of a different company, though. It's got we were in 93 countries at one point with 4 product lines, and I think one product line in the country or two it's just a different company. But I think they're going to succeed.
Is regulation the bigger challenge for Uber? I mean, you had your own battles. We mentioned you were pioneers. You were breaking down all sorts of barriers, came under fierce competition, or is pressure from the drivers themselves? Because as great as today is for you, these guys, some people living below the poverty line, they're not earning minimum wage despite all the hours that they work. There's a disconnect there somewhere.
Well, number one, the regulation, there's something important to realize. Japan, South Korea, Germany, Spain, and Italy still essentially do not allow Uber in the form that it can thrive. And those are huge economies and huge countries. There's a long way to go in terms of getting those countries to turn over. And when they do, there's another growth opportunity for Uber.
But you think it comes?
I think it comes. At some point, the citizens of those countries say, well, why can I have Uber everywhere else I go, but I can't have it in my own country? And I think that changes. For the drivers, you have to look and make sure if you're at the leadership of Uber and make sure you are doing right by the drivers. That is the #1 thing to keep doing to make sure they're satisfied and thriving.
And that will have to be stepped up, because the suggestion is actually that there's going to be sort of less less given to drivers and the less incentives going forward. So I feel like that pressure's only going to increase.
I'm not in the management team now that's kind of making those decisions.
But you're a shareholder that has a voice, and you have power, unlike some of the other big tech companies. I'm not letting you get off that easily.
Well, look, there's 3 million drivers in the world. 3 million. And each country has its own nuances. And I think if you're running a country for Uber now, you're in the trenches trying to figure out how to make drivers earn a better living and be happier with what you're providing them. And that's going to be an ongoing thing for Uber for its entire history. The same thing with riders. And that's just part of the business.
I mean, what we can't escape is that this Uber today is very different just in terms of the public persona and the perception of the Uber that was 2 years ago. And I don't want to go into that because I know it was probably a very, very challenging time. Challenging for Travis as well. Do you think Dara is the right person, Dara Khosrowshahi, the current CEO, is the right person to bring the creative talent, the innovation that you guys had? Admittedly, it came with some challenges too, to take this company forward.
I mean, he got us here. And here we are a year and 9 months later, ahead of schedule from an IPO standpoint. And I am optimistic that the platform that we built, that he can take that and continue to innovate on it if he kind of stays with the program of what a tech company needs, which is making sure you can have some competitive spirit, some innovative spirit, and that it keeps going. It doesn't become a normal corporation. It stays a mission.
And I think my other observation from that period of time was that Travis came under quite a lot of pressure, criticism from this management, and we never heard anything from him. He never fought back. He never criticized back. He said nothing. Stoic in the face of that. Is he happy now? Is today bittersweet? Because I know you're one of his best friends.
I think today's sweet because he gets some acknowledgement on what this incredible platform he has built with, and he gives me and everyone else credit with him, and so that's a happy moment that everyone around him is happy. So I think that's a great thing. I think it's sort of like when presidential administrations turn over, you know, the last guy lets the new guy have his or her chance to build what they want to build, and I think he's done that and been very gracious about that.
Well, really great to chat to you, and congratulations.
Thank you so
much. It is a good day. You can keep smiling. Emil Michael,
Thank you so much.
All right.